Brother, it's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
Depending on what kind of angler you are, fishing could either be an expensive sport or a cheap hobby. You can definitely have an incredible experience either way because fishing is just absolutely fun to do. If you're the fisherman type who's willing to spend away on the best equipment, then you should know just how expensive fishing could be. In fact, the list of expenses could rack up fairly quickly if you want to spend your money on some of the best fishing equipment out there. To start with, you can check out 5 of the most expensive fishing reels in world here on this list. Number 5. Z-Bass ZX. $990. Apart from the smoothest drag and the fact that this reel will never reel backwards are some of the best features of the Z-Bass ZX. However, there's so much more to this ultra lightweight reel that makes them worth the price. The aluminum body of this reel is quite resistant to nature's beatdown. In fact, Z-Bass advertises this reel as waterproof. It's completely sealed so sand and water will never be able to get in, something that you ought to think about if you're shopping for great reels to buy. Number 4. Daiwa Exist Mack Sealed Spinning Reel. $1,040. The Japanese know how to make excellent fishing reels, and this Daiwa is no exception. It's a beautiful piece of equipment that also happens to be quite unique at the same time. Daiwa has created this reel with Mack Sealed ball bearings on both sides of the drive gear. This makes sure that the reel will last longer, preventing the development of rust or any other type of breakage whatsoever. For a fisherman, rust is probably one of the biggest enemies, and if you're not careful with your equipment, they can break down easily because of the water. This fishing reel also features an aluminum body, which makes the reel incredibly light. Number 3. Shimano Stella F1 Spinning Reel. $1,420. Shimano is easily a favorite brand among fishermen of all types, and the brand is known more for its quality than anything. This particular reel, the Stella F1, is known for having the best and most efficient drivetrain out there, making the reel act on incredibly easy and quick, something that you will appreciate when you're out there fighting a fish. The sensitivity alone will give you an upper hand when you're trying to feel for a bite. Even the lightest bite will get noticed with this reel at hand. Shimano makes incredible products, and this reel is something of a must-have, especially if you like to collect the best ones out of them all. Number 2. Cygler Reels BF Big Fly, Lever Drag Fly Reel. $1,500. If you're a fly angler, this Cygler reel is almost a must. It will give you capabilities that no other fly reels out there could. It can hold incredibly long lines with its frame at 4.5 inches in diameter and 1.75 inches in width. In fact, it can hold roughly 400 yards of line. This particular reel was designed to catch large fish species such as trevallies and tarpons. When you're out there trying to get a big catch, you'd want your drag to be as smooth as possible. This particular reel gives you that and so much more. The drag also allows you to fish without having to change hands per cast. That's truly invaluable for any fly fishers wanting to just fish. Number 1. The Holy Grail. $58,000. There's obviously a huge jump from the last reel to this one, and that's simply because this reel was sold at auction. The Holy Grail of fishing reels was sold in 2011 at angling auctions, and its cost is particularly special because it's truly one of a kind. Fishing enthusiast Graham Turner designed the reel, and no fishing reel list would be complete without it. Many fishermen may have their own Holy Grail among their personal fishing reel collection because let's face it, you can never just have one. However, Turner's Holy Grail defies them all, and while you may never want to actually fish with a reel that costs $58,000, it's definitely a great addition to any fishing collection.